The Cubs are up 6-0 right now, so that's good.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Idiocracy Talk Idiocracy Talk Radio. Idiocracy Talk Radio. I'm Dr. B,
Remix.
we got Matt, and we got Sissy Sports, also known as Josh. Here, we're going to talk about Bengals season predictions. We're going to talk a little bit about the Reds that are going on in the background there. Matt's watching right now as they're losing 3-2. No spoilers, but sorry, not sorry. We're going to talk a little bit about Jimmy Kimmel and his lucky that he's on the left side so he can keep his job when he talks all kinds of shit. And we're also going to talk a little bit about, unfortunately, the passing of 45-year-old Rudy Johnson, former Bengals running back.
Rudy.
And also cover some NFL injuries and impacts that we think they'll apply. So stay tuned here on Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
That's fancy missing.
That was something. Anyway, welcome back for another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. We are up to episode 19. Whoop, whoop. Dr. B, we got Matt, and we got Josh, a.k.a. changes his name like he changes his underwear, does it weekly. Cincy Sports,
Once a week. Once a week.
It's the Cincy
That's why I said
Sports
weekly.
let down. Not let's down. Let down. Because Cincy Sports is letting us down.
Yeah.
Sir, I think you just have a bad attitude.
Yes, I'm having a bad attitude because first
Hey,
off,
Joe, can you mute it for
we're
a
talking
second?
about the Bengals.
We don't need his negativity. We don't need his negativity. Go ahead, Joe. Start us off.
Anyway, what is
The Bengals suck, the Reds suck,
I
we
tell
all
you what,
fucking suck.
talking
Still
about
talking, Josh.
I tell you what, since we're talking about negativity and we're talking about the Reds, let's go ahead and kick it off talking about the Reds that currently, Matt, are losing 3-2, I believe.
3-2, man on second base, 3-1 count.
What's the inning?
And Novar Marte is up.
The Bengals
We're next, Chris.
What's the inning?
Extra innings, 10th inning.
10th inning. Oof.
Okay, how many outs is there?
No outs.
I mean, this should be an easy, let's bunt the guy over. I'm the sports guy here. Let's go.
Joe, just go to the next subject. I'm sorry, we'll come back to this.
All right, we'll come
Because
back.
somebody has let down, not let's down. This is the best.
Oh, man.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right, well, we'll come back to this. So I tell you what, to give us time to come back to sports, let's start off with some politics. Let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel and the amazingness that he gets cut. He is 10-base playing. No one politically called for his fire.
Whoa!
When I say no political leader called for his firing, there was no legal action. There was no law put in place. There was no, I will come after you with the full force of the if you don't do this at all. Were there political party members of different sides that said he should be fired? Absolutely.
I mean, there was the FCC chair basically told.
Okay, SEC is not government.
I'm just saying, the FCC had basically said you need to fire him, or there could be consequences to that. Granted,
Well,
so before you go, Matt, is
go ahead.
the reason why Disney kind of went that way and kind of listened to ABC is there's something called the NFL, and the ESPN is getting the Red Zone and the network. So there's a big $1 billion contract right now between ESPN and the NFL to where the NFL gets a 10% stake. So the FCC is the one who has to approve that. So the
Da-da-da,
FCC can put
da-da-da,
pressure. Oh,
da-da-da, da-da-da. Sorry to
we
interrupt you,
got
buddy.
breaking news. We got breaking
Reds, we
news.
have breaking news. The Reds just tied it up with a man on first base, one out.
Let's go.
Okay, continue
One
on,
Okay.
out, man
Jeff.
on first base.
Josh, FCC.
So the FCC has to approve that merger. So politically, they could technically say, "Hey, you, if you don't do this, we're not going to approve that." I don't think that's what happened. I hope,
Now,
but
I'm going to kind of throw a little bit out here because the FCC has majority of its members that are liberal members. That was the gayest dance I ever seen in my life. Did you see that?
that was the one.
That was a lame duck running, man. Jesus Christ. Looked like
I
somebody with
was,
a
I
butt
was
plug
running
up his
home.
ass.
I was playing like I was in second base, running to first.
That's the closest Josh has ever been to second base.
Just ask your mom. I've been to first and second with
Just
No.
like your name. Since you the sports, let us down. That's a sport.
So,
him. Let her down. That's why I couldn't get a triple on her.
but anyway, the FCC typically has. I mean, let's be honest. The media is run by majority liberal left.
Like,
FCC is majority liberal left. So it's not like it was a opposite party. It was like you need to do this.
but it is right now. It is a Republican,
Oh my god.
and there is the FCC chair. Brendan Carr is a conservative. Fact check. Come on, fact check me on this.
Looking it up.
I don't give a shit. Let's be honest. He came out. Let's just talk about a little about his apology. Like, did he have a teary eye there when he apologized? Like, oh, I really didn't mean a direct comment about this or about that towards the shooter or the family here. Dude, it doesn't matter. I mean, the only thing I give a shit about is the station, I guess, that represents our area that show it. Kudos to them. Who cares? Honestly, I just so over it. It is what it is.
Well, I mean,
Just
what upsets me the most is everybody on the left was like, "Hey, we're withholding his freedom of speech," blah blah blah. But this was the same guy who cheered on Tucker Carlson getting fired from Fox because Tucker's views and what he was saying. He's the one that was cheering President Trump getting kicked off of X for spreading misinformation about the election and COVID. He was the one uh, excited about all these conservatives being banned from YouTube for their videos spreading misinformation. Yet it comes out today or even yesterday that Google said they were pressured by the Biden administration to uh, knock these conservatives off the air for misinformation. Facebook already said they did. Twitter did with Jack Dorsey. They did. They silenced conservative voices. So, and Jimmy Kimmel cheered about it. Now when it happens to him, then it's a big deal. That's the hypocrisy that we live in right now. It's okay for one
well,
side, but not okay for the other side.
I mean, you get flip flop either way. I mean, let's just go when Biden was there in the 70s and 80s. He hated certain race groups. You know what I'm saying, like he did. Now he's all of a sudden dedicated for them. Look at Jimmy Kimmel and did the Man Show. Look how bad he was about his views on certain situations. Men. Let's drink and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Women are like low priority. Now look how far left he went, dude. He went nope, he went all the way up.
He followed the
And
money.
what was this go what was this go ass name? Remember help me out on the Man Show.
Adam Carolla.
And he stayed narrowed as shit. And you see the different like pop-ups that would come up over the years. You know what I'm saying, like Jimmy Kimmel skyrocket, got his own late night show, but now it's just like you see this shit is just happening. Like the woke movement is slowly but surely declining. Like even though the right side is like winning, we'll use Tiger Blood from fucking Charlie Sheen and winning. We're canceling that situation. We're canceling that situation out a little bit now. That's what it is. I mean, it's sad to say that we're taking partake in this situation because the last night, all the cancellation they did, now it's a reverse situation. Now we just got 2 years that we're okay with this shit now because we don't see a new president until a couple more years, and hopefully JD Vance runs for it and we keep it going. But if not, I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm still gonna live my life. We'll still do this.
Here's my
Enjoy life.
couple things. So first of all, Josh, you are correct. The head of the FCC right now is a Republican. There is one other Republican on the seat out of the 5. Then there's a Democrat, and then there are 2 empty seats currently because of resignations. But one, I'm going to touch base on a couple things that you said, Matt. So one, people keep bringing up like Biden being a racist back in the 70s and 80s, which he was, and he may still be. I don't know.
I think he still was.
I mean, to be honest with you, he probably doesn't even know. He fucking doesn't even know how to tie a shoe anymore. But nonetheless, I think it's ridiculous. Unless somebody has murdered somebody or raped somebody or something along those lines, I don't think you should be held not accountable, but be punished for something that happened 30 some years ago, 20 some years ago, when it comes to just comments or your way of thinking, because people change. People are exposed to different things in life. People are, you're not timing me out. Shut the fuck up for a second. People get exposed to different individuals. They have different experiences, so their mindsets change. Okay. So can somebody that is an absolute idiot racist change into somebody that actually has some common sense and realizes that all people are equal and that you shouldn't judge people on the color of their skin? Absolutely. I mean, if we're going to judge individuals because they do stupid stuff on like film or camera or something like that, well, of course we've got what's Iron Man's name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. did blackface. Because I'm the dude playing another dude that's playing another dude. But the Wayans brothers played the what?
But you remember the name, but you don't remember the dude? Come on, dude.
The Wayans brothers did whiteface. I mean, hell, they dressed up as complete fucking white women. And then got banged by a black dude. Shit. It's ridiculous for that bullshit to for people, and that's where cancel culture is bullshit. They pick and choose what they're going to cancel you about. Now, reverse, somebody coming out and saying that somebody deserved to die for their political beliefs or their comments or something like that is bullshit. It's atrocious. They should be held accountable for saying those kind of things, especially when you have individuals that, whether they are directly or indirectly, they are inciting violence against other individuals. If I sit here and say that this person is just like Hitler, I don't know of anyone other than a neo-Nazi that is going to think in my head, gee, I wonder if we should hug Hitler. No, fuck that. We're going to shoot that motherfucker because everyone in history hates Hitler. Okay? Except the fucking Nazis. So, when you start comparing people to stuff like that, you start getting these lunatics that are mentally unhealthy. They take that as fuel to do something because they're like, oh, well, if this guy's a Nazi, then if I shoot him, I'm a hero.
Well, Joe, since you're on the subject a little bit here, so you heard what happened down in Texas, right? Yep. So I think it was 2 ICE agents got shot, killed.
Nope.
That's
Two
true.
two detainees. No police or ICE officials were shot. It
Is
was
that I was seeing a little
two
bit on there. Was that
detainees.
there was like a sniper or there was fire on the ice?
Correct. There was a sniper in a building, and he was firing into the ICE office.
A 29
So,
year old leftist. Is that correct?
yep, 29. Joshua Jahan, I think that's what his name was.
So wait, so was he? Whether he was leftist or right, so was he aiming? First of all, I'm a preemptively say this: no matter if he was aiming at the ICE agents or detainees, the fact that he was trying to hurt individuals, he should be tried and put in jail for the rest of his life.
Well, he killed himself.
Well, good
Oh,
riddance.
so he shot himself afterwards?
Good riddance. It
Yeah,
saved my cat.
he killed himself. So he killed two detainees. He was also he killed himself. So what happened was he was shooting into the building. He didn't know who he was shooting at, and it just happened he hit two people that were just picked up. Now you've got two migrants shot and killed by a freaking psycho
Hold on. To what?
for no reason.
To what?
What?
What'd you say? To what?
Migrants.
Immigrants or
Illegal.
migrants?
It's not a migraine.
I said migrants.
Immigrant. Fuck.
They're fucking migrants too. Shut up.
It's a migraine if you take Tylenol.
I mean, I've been taking a lot of Tylenol since I fucking have
Joe,
headaches.
guess what? It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
But Joe, let me go
What
back to
happened to
your
your
point
dog?
about let me go back to your point about Joe Biden, and you said what he said 30 years ago shouldn't be held against him. The
Yeah,
problem
good.
with that is I don't think he ever changed his position. In the 90s, he's the one who came out with the crime bill
Yeah.
to basically target African American communities in LA and some of these big cities. They're the ones who kind of directed the CIA to put crack in LA.
So again,
So,
he didn't change, so therefore he should be held accountable for current actions.
and that's my point. I don't think he ever changed being a racist.
I guarantee he did.
For some of the things he said on the train, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Like, come on.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'll tell you right now, he was so mentally out of it. I guarantee that
Doesn't
somebody
matter.
in the back
Doesn't
screen
matter.
saying,
That
"You need
shows
to say this."
that shows exactly who he is.
Oh yeah,
Whether
no,
he misspoke or
it
not.
reflects who he is. But I'm saying he didn't come up with that. Somebody else
No.
came up with that. I mean, perfect
I
example.
don't know.
The dude
I
was
didn't think anybody did. I think he's the one who said it because it.
Nah, they pushed that. They would have cut that so quick if that was him, and they
It
were
was
like,
on
"Oh,
live
he's off
TV. They
script."
couldn't. No, he was on live TV. They couldn't. He was doing an interview.
They fucking ran ads with it.
So,
But I
My
agree
word.
with you. Like, I don't think he did change. But people that don't change get held accountable for their current shit. What I'm saying is, like, somebody that did something 30 years ago when, let's say, they were 19 years old and really didn't know anything, because let's be honest, most 19-year-olds don't know shit, even though they think they know the world.
so it's okay for a 19-year-old to go down and kill somebody.
No.
30 years later.
See, I already said if you kill somebody or anything like that, you be held accountable. There's a difference between killing
But
somebody.
30 years later, he's completely different. He doesn't
No,
have
I
that
don't
gang
care.
mentality
Guess
mindset.
what? The
Or he
person
doesn't
that's
have
dead,
that.
person that's dead is
I
permanently
know.
dead. Okay?
I'm just
If
saying.
I call you an ugly motherfucker, guess what? You're going to wake up tomorrow and still look in the mirror, whether you ugly or not. It
That's
changes
right.
nothing. My words don't change that. Okay? If my words cause permanent harm to you, you're a fucking vagina and you need to grow a pair. Okay? But when it comes to physically harming someone or raping someone or something like that, that's a permanent thing.
Mhm.
That you get held accountable for the rest of your life. So you rape somebody, you go to jail for the rest of your life. You kill somebody, you go to jail for the rest of your life. Okay? Period. If you sit there and say, I think people with beards are funny looking, guess what? It didn't fucking change a goddamn thing.
Yeah,
So
it did.
30
You grew a
years,
goatee.
30 years from now, when somebody looks back and goes, "Oh, Dr. B said that people with beards are funny looking," guess what? It didn't fucking change anything. Nobody died because of that.
No, and going back to what Jimmy Kimmel did and said, yeah, I mean, I don't think he should have been pushed. I don't think he should have been off the air. Was it mistimed? Was it a bad take? 100%, absolutely. He should have came on the very next day, apologized, said I'm sorry. I That's not how I meant it, but we all know he
Well,
meant it that way.
or how about
Fuck.
this? How about this? How about this? Just don't say shit, dude. I mean, come on, think about it. Like, if you're really not worried about the situation and you sent a text message or an Instagram out, you for condolence for the family and the kids and the wife, that's fine, dude. Kudos to you for being. God damn it, Reds. Come
Yeah, no, there's Reds are down
on.
4-3 now.
But anyways, it's like you send your respects, what I get, but you still want to go political on it. Just be a comedian and a commentary who you are, man. Stop going to a late night situation and just saying something stupid. It wasn't as bad as people take it as, but it was bad enough to like your executives were like, "Hey, fuck you, buddy. Guess what we're gonna
Well,
do?" Yeah,
Well, and
and I think a lot of it came back to pressure from Nexstar and Sinclair. They're like, "Hey, we're pulling them.
it absolutely
We don't
did.
want them
And
on. We
and
don't want
here's
them
the
there
thing:
because
do you
this
think?
doesn't represent our people that watch it."
And there's the key right there. There's the key. They looked at it, and yes, it has some political, because obviously we're going to decide on certain things if we're going to watch something based on, because I mean, be honest with you, I don't ever watch Jimmy Kimmel.
what?
I don't. I mean, I used to watch him when he did the Man Show, but I don't watch his talk show. But here's the thing. There were people that actually did. And because he made those comments, they stopped watching. So those TV networks were like, he's no longer profitable. Like,
Well, I mean, I think this is a strategic thing by Disney. They seen the backlash. They were afraid they're going to lose a bunch of money. Bring him back and just don't renew when his contract's up in
look, Disney
2026.
doesn't know how to strategically do anything, okay? Perfect example. Look at all the fucking live action movies they do. Instead of doing actually using a African American princess like the Princess and the Frog that they could have done a live action for, they decided to do a culture change, and what they do, the Little Mermaid instead of that.
Hey, Joe, go back to what Snoop Dogg said. I took my grandchild to see Buzz Lightyear, right?
Yeah,
And then coming out, I was like, "Hey, Dad, hey, Grandpa, how did the two women have a kid together? They're
without a
married to each other."
yeah. I mean, Snoop
Hey,
Dogg, a perfect fucking example. Like, here's the thing. That's the problem with Disney. Like, again, go to my point of they don't have strategic planning. They're
Well,
so
I
fucking
think
off
they
the
went.
cuff when it comes to bullshit. It's ridiculous because they're not thinking. They're literally alienating a majority of their population because, I mean, hell, Snoop, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I may be wrong, but I think Snoop kind of leans more liberal than conservative. And even he's like, dude, why am I going to a Disney movie where my grandkids got to fucking ask me this question? And I'm like, hey, I just want to fucking watch the movie.
why do I have to answer questions? But
Well, and then
I
and
say
then
they
Snoop
answer
Dogg got
questions.
canceled. No, I mean, I think it's that woke
What happened? What
ideology.
happened? Josh, what'd you say? Who got canceled?
Snoop Dogg, all the left people started hating on him because he mentioned that. They're all upset about it. But I mean, that's that leftist ideology that they're pushing, and now it's to the point to where people on the right are like, "Fuck this!" I was
Well,
like, "You're not pushing shit anymore.
people on the right have been tired of it.
We're
But
not
then at the
we're not
same
going to go
time,
watch your movies anymore."
people on the left or the liberals in the left side aren't really getting the message because, perfect example, Kimmel has this, he gets cut for a couple days, comes back, and what does he say? Doesn't apologize and say, hey, you know what? I should have watched my words, or maybe I made a better choice in my words. No, instead he says, I don't think I've ever said this before. And I quote, this is what he said. I quote, I don't think I've ever said this before, but Ted Cruz is right. He's absolutely right. This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this.
Well, I mean, he did go. He did seem like
What are they
he
doing?
was legitly messing with the man. He was legitly emotional when he first came out and said
No, he
something about the
wasn't.
Kirk fan.
That's called
I
acting.
mean, I, I'm just saying. Then he got emotional when he said, "Hey, you know what? The one thing I watched the service on Sunday. The one thing I can take from that whole service was Erica Kirk coming out and saying, 'I forgive you.' She forgave the shooter, and he's like, 'That's what America needs to do. We just need to forgive each other and start coming together.'" You know, that's exactly what people need to start saying now. If you continue with the rhetoric like they have been doing, they're the ones breeding these. You look at the last couple of shooters; they're in their 20s,
More than
sniper
couple.
shooters. You have that much. You have that rhetoric all the time. It is affecting these kids, and they're going to think, "Hey, I better go eliminate this because he's a threat. He's a threat. These ICE agents are threats. They're doing everything. No, they're doing their job. That's all they're trying to do. They're doing their job. They're getting assaulted. You got two people trying to assassinate the president of the United States, and then the guy that was trying to run for president again. I can't remember what they call. But you have that rhetoric. People are going to change. They're going to start taking shots at people, and that's what we're seeing. People
What's
aren't scared to go do it now.
but what's so disgusting about what you just said right there? It's like, come on, man. Let's be really honest. It's like there's so much bullshit out there. You just said it's the up and coming 20-year-olds, the youth movement coming up. It's disgusting because of what they're hearing is hatred. It's all
Exactly.
through it's all through the fucking internet propaganda
You're
shit. So hold on, let me finish. It's when's the last time you see? Like I think I said it last week, the week before that, probably too. When's the last time you see an assassination on the president twice, less than a year, then one shooting on a guy who believes in political beliefs but doesn't. It's not a political leader. In Charlie Kirk, you know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. It really fucking is. Then you see the ICE situation down in Texas today. Two people die.
and it's
That's guys.
because these people are calling conservatives fascists. They're Nazis. Look, I tend to keep my political in the middle. There are some things I do agree with the left that I think is fine, and there's things on the right I agree with and I don't agree with. So
But guess
just
what?
because I voted for somebody, I'm a Nazi, but that's not how I believe. I'm not a fascist because I believe I vote because of my family. I vote whoever the candidate is I feel is best for me and my family. That's how
Fair
I vote.
enough. That's fair enough. And guess what? You're in America, USA. You can do that.
Exactly.
So what's funny is, and I'm not calling you out on this, but
You can't
people,
grow a beard.
huh?
You can't grow a beard.
My dick's full of beard. Um, it's all bushy.
That's why he hasn't been able to see it in 3 years.
That's why it's on a milk carton. Have you seen me? Oh,
MIA,
No.
right?
no. But here's the funny part: is like people throw out the term fascist, okay, and it's usually, not always, but usually,
Can you explain that word to me honestly?
and that's
I
kind of where
honestly
I was going with that. Matt, is what is a fascist? You guys know? Matt, you
no,
said
I
you
don't know.
Josh,
I
you know what a
don't really know.
fascist is?
No,
Somebody that with like will go against you and they'll stop making you or I just give the definition. I do know what it is, but I don't know the full definition.
So a fascist is a person who supports or advocates for fascism, a far-right authoritarian political ideology. Okay. Now, where people get confused is that far-right, this is a world ideology, not left-right United States. Okay. Example. Fascists believe in the absolute superiority of their nation, sometimes based on their race, religion, ethnicity, or elevative interest above those of individuals. So they put the country ahead of individuals. Okay. Typically, a fascist supports dictatorial leadership, suppression of opposition. Any form of dissent, criticism, or political opposition is forcefully and often violently suppressed.
Which is the left-hand side right now. Because that's exactly what they're doing.
Was the field goal good?
No, that's my point. I mean, it must be fucking good because, I mean, that's my point. Like, here's the thing. Let's think about it. Let's break this down, okay? Extreme nationalism, okay?
Joe. Can I say one thing?
No, go ahead.
When you say this, tell us how you truly feel. Go ahead.
I don't believe in it at all. So, example, extreme nationalism, okay? Now, you can look at this one of two ways. You could say, okay, they believe that their nation is amazing. However, it says the superiority of the nation based on race, religion, ethnicity, and elevates its interest above those of individuals, okay? Well, which political party is trying to get you to be more reliant on the government?
The left.
The left. The left wants the government to be more in your pocket, the more in your home, the more everything, so that they have more control. Okay?
Money.
Let's see. Suppression of opposition. Well, any form of dissent, criticism, political opposition is forcefully or often violently suppressed. How many violent protests, big-time protests have you seen from the right after Charlie Kirk's assassination? I've seen no buildings burnt down. I've seen no police cars on fire. I've seen no windows broke. I've seen no stores on fire.
Oh, just remember, the left has called that rally on Sunday it's a big Nazi rally. That's what they see.
Okay, and
They didn't see people.
Again, that falls under suppression of opposition. Well, when you start calling people, you're trying to label them something that they're not to decrease their value. So who's the fascist? I mean, let's be real. Like, they throw that term out, but they actually mirror the very things they're saying we are. And so anyway, I digress.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what's going on. I mean, you look at all these people that are on the news. As soon as you say something against them, they don't want to have a conversation. They become very violent and start screaming in your face. No, I just want to have a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to scream. You don't have to get in my face just because I have a difference of opinion.
Right.
The funny thing is, Josh, what you're talking about is if you were to go to that rally and just express your opinion, whether you're through a megaphone or a microphone, and like through one amp, what I'm trying to say is like they would come up and challenge you, and then they scream in your face. Like, can we talk or not talk? I mean, like, this is my opinion. I have my freedom of speech. I'm right here. I'm doing a peaceful protest right here, and I'm expressing religion or your beliefs, whatever you want to be. But yet, they want to be fascist and come at you and be the Hitler at you.
No, exactly. No, I mean, I would love to go to a protest one day and be on the opposite side and go up to each person, start shaking their hand. Hey, how was your day? I might be on the different side, on the other side. I just want to see if you give me a handshake and say, hey, have a great day. I guarantee I would get spit on, chewed at, punched at, whatever, because they don't give a shit about people.
But the thing is, the end of the day, it's like you would love to do something like that, but you believe in your family, and you won't put your family in the middle of that shit.
Exactly.
So you doing the podcast you're doing, like it's like obviously we don't have many viewers because we
Not
don't
yet. Not yet. We got
Blasphemy.
one. We got
we're not
one.
sponsored yet. We're not sponsored yet.
We got
Sponsor us.
Kristen.
Sponsor us.
So well, what I'm trying to say
Come
at the end of the day is like we get by doing this we can express our feelings at least a little bit and try to keep it some, but at the same time, hopefully it gets out there to everybody.
We
So,
have been downloaded 126 times, gentlemen.
is that a record?
Well, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, not a record. I mean, there's people that have probably posted one video that have more downloads than we do, but hey, we're up to 126 downloads.
I mean, it takes it's a slow burn. That's all I gotta say.
It's just got to get out there. But I was just pointing out that perfect example. In the last 30 days, we've had 41 downloads.
Woo! Moving on up, fellas. Moving on up.
It's growing.
Fucking
See,
bullshit.
unfortunately, there's actually a video, and I'm trying to find it, but I forget what the young lady's name is that actually did some things with Charlie Kirk, and then she has her own podcast. But there's actually a video of her. She takes a gentleman, he's a black man, and she asked him, she's like, "How do you think and this was during the election period. She's like, how do you think the MAGA supporters are going to treat you when he goes there?" And he goes, "I don't know. I'm kind of scared." And he goes over there, and they're very welcoming, and they're like, "Come on, you can stand with us. Come on, you can come with us." And then she goes, "How do you think the other side's going to if you take me over there?" He goes, "I don't know. Let's go see." He goes, "I hope they be the same." They go over there, immediately they're like, "You fucking slut, you're a fucking bitch." Like,
And that's the problem. That's the vitriol that the left is came down with the media. It started with the media. You need to get in these guys' face, these conservatives' face. You need to punch them. You need to do stuff. Make your voice. No, that's causing violence. Why would you do that? You can have a simple protest and communicate with people. You
But you
don't
can't
have to go.
hold on. You're correct. You can have a simple protest, but you can't have an opinion.
Correct.
well,
That's where we're fucked. Let's be honest.
Yep.
and here's the funny part, and I've had people so perfect example, okay? And I use this as an example, and I'm sure people get pissed off when I do this, but okay. Do you know, I mean, this is my theory, but one of the reasons that we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr., but we do not celebrate Malcolm X. What do you think the major difference between those two is? And Malcolm X is a group, even though the Black Panthers did some stuff, they did some good. I'll preemptively say they did some good. Okay. They did. But Martin Luther King, his focus was bringing around change and bringing light to the atrocities that were going on and the injustices that were going on through non-violence. He said that if you become violent, you lose your audience. He was very big on peaceful protests. Even in situations where, unfortunately, I mean, you look back at some of these videos and stuff like that, they were very mistreated, and it's a shame. But he preached peaceful protest. However, Malcolm X advocated for the use of violence. Now, according to many scholars and stuff like that, they say that he advocated for the use of violence only as self-defense against racial oppression, but he pretty much said that damn near everything, if it involved a white person, was racial oppression, so that he could use self-defense at that point. So, and my point to that is, we celebrate Martin Luther King because he actually made a positive impact on society. He made a positive impact in the change of the civil rights. He made a positive impact. Malcolm X, he did some good things, but it's overshadowed by the violence and the negativity that he caused and his group caused.
No, I agree with you. Sorry. It's a very interesting game right now.
No, I'm in a loopy land right now. We're gonna watch the Reds game. Bases loaded, 11th inning, 2 outs, 2-1
3-1
count.
count.
Is it 3-1? You're a little ahead of me on this.
Tell him to shut up. Go in here.
Yeah. Hey, you're just a bit ahead of me. My wife is our number one sponsor is
She
Josh, don't piss off our
downloaded
only
it
sponsor.
129 times.
Josh, don't piss off our sponsor.
Yeah, look at it right here. Watch this.
She's like, "Get me off camera."
The Reds lose.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. I shut up.
Take another strike. God
All
damn.
right, so da-da-da. The Reds lose 4-3 in extra
The only thing we
innings.
get. The only thing we hope is Chicago they're up 10-2 right now. Mets.
Well, I mean, so we should stay one game back with 4 to go. It's going to be. I mean, this was the prime example of the Reds not showing up. Like I said, Cincy Sports letdown.
Joe, I know you're in the middle of some shit. Let's just change the atmosphere, dude. Let's go to some fucking goddamn Bengals shit, dude.
Oh, you're good. So, well, we'll kind of shift. So to kind of segue into the Bengals and stuff like that, let's first talk about. So there's been a lot of injuries on some key players throughout the NFL.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big injuries, and I think don't call me Mr. Know It All, but I think a lot of it has to
We
go
won't.
back to the players not playing in the games in preseason. Look, they're getting hamstring injuries or ankle injuries, torn ACLs, MCLs. I think their bodies aren't used to it after 2 weeks. I think it usually takes about 4 weeks for these players to start kind of getting in a groove. But when you have week 1 of the NFL, you have your starters play a series. Second game, you might have them play a quarter, and then third game, they don't play at all. They're not getting game ready. So when their first couple games, yes, they're very sluggish. I think that has a big thing with injuries. The last 2 years, there's been a lot of injuries the first 4 weeks of the season.
Let's go back to the practices. Like, they're less contact than anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, wear your big body helmet, whatever you want to call it now.
The helmet condom.
The Guardian. It's called a Guardian helmet.
The helmet
But
condom.
anyway, yeah. So I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, man, you have a lot of injuries to a lot of superstars coming out within the first 3 weeks. Oof.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of
NFL
offensive stars.
Well,
and your Kansas City is 1-2. Come on. How are we gonna
And
proceed
they've
with
got
this?
a big game against Baltimore, and Baltimore's coming off a loss. So one of the teams is going to start 1-3. That's crazy to see.
It is.
well. So here I will say, like, do I think that preseason is good for, getting some live snaps and getting? Yes. Do I think that that's the reason for the injuries? No, I would lean more towards what Matt said about practices being very non-contact. I mean, let's be honest. Most of these NFL players, they have personal trainers. They fucking work out like madmen. So it's not a physical, like they're not out of shape. I mean, okay, maybe some of the linemen, but most of these guys come in, they're pretty in fucking shape. They're pretty legit ready to go. But when your body's not used to being hit by a semi truck,
Exactly.
That's my point.
that comes
That's
down
part
from
of
the
my point.
practices, not
That's why
from
you.
That's
2
not,
or 3
that's
games.
not, that's not your point, Josh. You said you're saying preseason they're not getting enough snaps, they're not playing.
So yeah,
But
they're not getting the hits.
but the thing is, when you do in the house home training part of it, that's where you want the contact to happen at with your own team, your personal team. Because you know what? It's not malicious. The hits are
Here,
they're
here,
like
I'll
they're
bring it
hitting
to
you.
this. Here, I'll do this. I'll bring Josh. All right,
Go ahead, Joe.
wrestling season. All right, I give you 2 wrestlers. All right, the first wrestler does nothing but work out every single day, is in tip-top shape. They go to the first 2 scrimmages of the year, the previews, okay? But they don't live wrestle during practice. They don't do any physical contact during practice. They might do some shadow drills and stuff like that, all right? But no actual physical, like, ridiculous contact. Reverse, you have another wrestler that works out, they're in shape, and they do physical contact every single practice, live wrestling at least at the last 10 minutes of the practice, and they don't do the first 2 scrimmages. Who's more likely to get injured?
The one not doing the live wrestling.
Right. That's my point. That's the practices for the NFL. They're not doing the live practices during the week or the beginning of the summer to get ready for the season, so their bodies aren't ready for it. They're in tip-top shape, but again, you can be in tip-top shape, but then you get hit by a Mack truck. It don't matter if you go through 2 quarters of 4 games. Your body's
Joe,
not used to it.
Joe, can you reverse it? A mat truck. Put 2 T's on back inside of that. Mat truck. Because if you get hit by this, you ain't surviving.
Oh, no, I was talking about the new Mack truck. The new Mack truck. I think it's a Toyota.
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 Hey, Toyota, sponsor us! Sponsor us!
Or
What's the sponsor?
or the Mack truck, not Matt. Mack truck. MACK, not MATT truck. Sponsors. So
Sponsor.
that's my point. Is like I feel like now I get. See, it becomes a catch-22 because if you practice harder during practice time and you're more physical. I mean, these guys have been playing football for 15 years, 16 years. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body. I mean, Josh, you played baseball for how many years?
Way too long.
How many years, roughly?
About 15 years.
About 15 years. And no, not making any gay comments. I'm not doing any jokes. But you were a catcher.
I was.
Tore your knees up, right?
Yep.
That's just 15 years. That's from youth to high school. Imagine doing youth, high school, college, and then professional. Your knees are fucked. Now add the fact that you're also getting hit by 250-pound guys or 180-pound guys that can run a 4.4 and 40 or 4.2 40. You're going to hurt. So it's a catch-22. Like, should they find ways to increase the physicality of practices to prepare the body? Yes.
Well, the problem is that's back on the NFLPA. They're the ones who negotiate this to where they didn't have them type of hits.
Right.
So the only way they can have them hits is in the preseason. That's why I said I think they need to play more in the preseason since they're not getting the the correct reps in practices.
And I see what you're saying. I don't necessarily think that'll change it. What I do see happening is that we're going to see a few years where there's lots of injuries, and then they're going to go back to the drawing board and change how practices can be aligned.
I tell Matt, injuries are going to happen. Doesn't matter what you discuss this. Injuries are injuries. I mean,
Yep.
look at Najee Harris. Got to snap. Got to hike. Ready handoff. Done. Contact injury. Towards Achilles for the year. Out for a year now.
Well,
So
there's always
let's
going to be that
let's
outlier.
let's dig in a little bit on that one. Is it
Obviously, his
me,
ankle
or
did.
is there a lot more Achilles injuries between baseball, football, and basketball the last 4 years? It seems like there's a lot more Achilles injuries than we've had in quite a
And
long time.
football? They're talking
In
about.
all sports, just overall, I see Achilles injuries all the time.
Well, and non-contact injuries. Non-contact, yes. I mean, look how much abuse they're putting on their freaking legs. All day in and day out, they jump and they rip out. It's sudden movements left and right. But at the same time, it's like
So
it's the
is
name
our
of it's the,
bodies, if we're getting bigger, stronger, but our tendons aren't, I mean, the tendons aren't changing. They're going to be the same no matter what. Is
I
it
don't
because
know.
we are getting bigger, stronger, faster?
I
Like,
don't even think it's that. I think we are getting bigger, stronger. And sorry, Matt, I'll let you go here a second. But we're getting bigger, faster, stronger. But at the same time, also our movements are becoming quicker, more sharper. And when that happens, your body turns certain ways. Sometimes the tendons, no matter how strong they are, don't bend that way. They don't flex that way. So you got a wide receiver that's going to cut on the field. They cut on a dime. Whoop. They twist one way, ankle goes the other. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I don't know. You compare this year day and age to the early '90s to to late 2000s or the 2000s. Like you don't see that many injuries happen like this because day in day out they play rough. They play through the injuries. You see more delicate shit this day and age. Like, hey, might be injured here, but back in the day, they put a shot in there and they play on. I, I don't know
That's
how.
because
Like, go ahead. You go ahead.
it's like
Go ahead.
it's like the LeBron era to where you got to have rest. That's all I was trying to say. We got to rest.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, it's a longer day and age because we're playing 17 games now. We got rid of one game. Like, does that really effing matter? I mean, let's be honest. Like, back on the day, if everybody manned the fuck up. Now, this day and age, it's like you're getting paid a lot more money. So hey, but I'm not saying they're taking a injury to be injured, but to sit out a couple games, yeah, still making $15 million a year. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, they will. Yep. Oh, I mean, like the NBA, I think some of them contracts they're going to get paid $1 million per game. And you know what? I need to rest, so I'm going to sit out 10, 15 games. I just made $15 million by sitting, not doing what I'm getting paid for.
And
So
this is the second contract. They're like, hey, you know what? You got a bank on this contract. It's 4 years. It is what it is. I'm not saying they're going to sit out because they want to sit out, but I mean, let's just be honest. Like, stop with the bullshit. Guaranteed money? Fuck that. Make them earn their money. Look at T. Higgins' contract. 2 years of his first 4 years are guaranteed. After that, the next 2 years are not guaranteed. Make his
I
ass
think
earn the
I think
money.
I think
Golden.
contracts should be incentive based. It shouldn't be guaranteed. You hit this, then yeah, we're going to pay you. You don't hit it, no, fuck you.
I don't agree with the incentive base. Like, I think that
Bullshit.
you should be given let me backtrack. The way you're presenting it, I don't agree with the incentive base because that's like you can't guarantee situations. So, I mean, that's like people that are like, you should support teachers by basing their pay on the scores of their kids. Every year the scores every year the kids are different. So my pay should go down because last year I had 20 kids that all had parents that read to them and everything else versus now I have 20 kids that don't even know who half their parents are and are lucky if they can read the soup sign when they stop at a car.
Hey, Joe.
Huh.
Can we compare apples to oranges here a little bit? So you're comparing like thousands of dollars to multiple $1 million.
Well, but it's the same idea. You've got a
I get what
player.
you're saying. I get what you're saying, but
That comes
we're talking multiple $1 million,
You're right.
multi-million dollars.
But here's the thing, though. That's where
Not thousands of dollars.
That's where I'm saying that. Do I think that some of their pay should be not necessarily guaranteed, but it should be based on, okay, if you play this game, you make this much money. You play this game, you make this. I have to clock into work. You have to clock into work. Why don't they? You don't play the game, you don't get any money. At the same time, do I think a portion of their contract should be some kind of like commission? Hey, you know what? Just like in a fantasy football, if you 100 yards receiving or 100 yards rushing, you get a bonus, and it goes towards you get a portion of your contract.
Incentive based.
That is
my point.
But I'm not saying the whole contract is incentive.
I'm not saying the whole contract.
Okay, I misunderstood then.
Yeah, I'm not saying the whole contract needs to be like.
Josh. Did Joe admit he was wrong?
I'll admit I'm wrong all the time, motherfucker. The last time I walked in and thought you were a woman, I admitted I was wrong.
You just look a little sensitive there, so I apologize. Go ahead, Josh. I apologize.
No, I mean, I think players should have a base salary. Hey, this is what we're going to pay you, and then we're going to have incentives if you catch this many balls, if you catch this many touchdowns.
They say balls.
The players can't control what happens on the outside, right? If the quarterback goes down, we all know productivity is going down.
Right.
So, hey, you just need to work harder then. Sorry, you might not make $25 million this year. You might only make $22 million.
Well,
you're still making a fucking shit ton of money.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead.
No, I want you to go ahead, Joe.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. I mean, and that falls in line also with like you get paid kind of like clocking in, clocking out. You gotta, if you play this game, you get a paycheck. And that prevents some of these assholes and I'll be honest with you, I feel like T. Higgins kind of got some injuries last year a little bit because he was like, you know what, I'm going to sit out.
I'm not getting paid. I'm going to sit out the first couple of games.
Anyways. I'm going to sit out and prove to you need me, motherfucker.
Joe, you just hit what I want to say.
Go ahead.
Nah, you got $60 million built into your fucking wide receivers right now. Two. What's your stats after 3 weeks? I think I heard that. Hey, are you serious? I mean, hey, we're 2-1. Hey, I'm not mad. We're above 500 right now. 2-1.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Monday night against Denver Broncos. Come on, man. One of the top defense in the league. You better change your game calling up. That's all I say. Period. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about the Bengals and play calling bullshit, I mean, it's pretty fucking sad that you've got a commentator who literally was saying the whole fucking game, if I was the Bengals, I would not run the ball on first down. I would throw the ball, get a couple yards, get it 2nd and 6, or 2nd and 3, then you can run play. But the Vikings got ran all over by Atlanta the week before. So 239 yards, I think Atlanta ran on them. What do you think Minnesota's going to come in the very next week and do? Stop the run. That's what their game plan was, to stop the run. And that's exactly what they were doing. You got Tony Romo saying, I would not be playing these calls. And what does Zach Taylor do? I'm going to
Well,
run the ball right at the middle. Hey, I'm going to run the ball right at the middle on first and second down and not get a fucking yard. It's just stupid fucking play calling. Dude he should have been fired 3 years ago. And for him to come out and say, for this game, we have made a Super Bowl and also a AFC Championship. Let's go back to that. Let's
two.
go back. Let's go back to that though. What was the difference between them years and now? We had a competent defense to keep us in the games. That's the difference. After we let people walk, get signed away, what happened to our defense? It was shitty and it cannot keep up with the offense. That's why he's a fucking terrible coach. He got lucky, plain simple. Needs to be fucking gone and fired. That's how I feel.
Not to disagree, but at the same time, dude, it's like gotta play out. We're 2-1 right now. So how do we move forward? Running game
We can't run the
needs to
ball. Our
be
offensive line can't fucking get any
well
kind of push.
needs to be more explosive.
Well, I think it goes back to and I'm at fault for this because I was calling for Dalton Rising. He was the better pass blocking guard, but it seemed like Lucas Patrick was in there in that first game. We were able to run the ball. As soon as he got injured, we stopped being able to run the ball. I think that's attributed to him. So I don't know. I'm just a peon that doesn't know shit about football and just thinks he does.
He said it. It's recorded.
Mm.
I'm making that a TikTok meme and everything else.
Might as well. Might as well.
Gonna be a bearded piece of shit.
By the way, Reds lost tonight, 4-3.
We know.
A fucking Cincinnati letdown.
Quit saying it. We don't want to piss off our only sponsor.
Who's that? The Cincinnati Reds?
Oh, Matt's wife.
Oh.
That's the reason we've got 120 views. She clicks on it and then turns it off and then clicks back on.
I'll be back. I got pissed.
Use tweezers so you don't pee on the seat.
Yeah, your wife will kill you.
Oh.
Come on, Joe. What's your take?
I mean, I just looked at the stats, and ironically enough, Jamar Chase is sitting at number 1 for the wide receivers for the AFC. But I couldn't find Higgins out of the 4 pages.
I mean, I think Higgins has only got like maybe 2 or 3 catches. I don't know. I mean, he might have more, but I mean, he hasn't done anything.
But and nothing.
But that comes back on the fucking Bengals front office. They're fucking retarded. They are goddamn retarded in that fucking front office. Hey, you know what? Let me do this. Okay, I know T. Higgins. We can go ahead and franchise tag him. But we could have signed him. We could have gave him $23 million, and he probably would have been okay with that, or $24 million. He might have been okay with it. Okay, great. Oh, also, we need to extend Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson just signed for 35. We feel like that's about where we should be at, 35, 36. Let's go ahead and make him 36. Let's go ahead and sign him to that. Okay, great. Oh, Trey Henderson, he wants a new contract. Okay, great. He's getting paid $16 million let's go ahead and just give him like 28 million. Let's sign him for 4 years for 28 million, or 3 years for 28 million a year. He gets his new contract. He gets 3 years, whatever. No, no, we're gonna fucking wait. We're gonna wait. Let's wait to the last fucking minute. Jamar Chase has a fucking phenomenal season, gets a triple crown. Now he's getting paid 40 million a year. T. Higgins, oh, we're gonna pay him 28 million. Oh, we're paying Trey 30 million. That's $10 million on our fucking salary cap. We could have literally fucking saved if we signed him 2 fucking years ago when we should have. That's the fucking fault of the front office because they're fucking morons.
You're backtracking.
No, we were just
Oh, we were talking about T. Higgins and what
summarizing the
he's done
Bengals.
so far this year, and I kind of went off on
Well,
his contract being 28 million.
well, I mean, you've heard my stand. I definitely agree with you. But you know, kind of moving a different direction. Still talking about the Bengals. So unfortunately, in case people haven't heard, so at the age of 45 years young, Rudy Johnson,
Rudy.
not a good comparison, Dippy.
That's how I was saying Rudy. Sorry.
But I don't know. But anyway, he lost his life. Now they haven't released the cause of death.
Suicide.
But I was gonna say it wouldn't surprise me, not because
it came out he was dealing with a lot of mental issues.
He had a lot of mental health issues, and then he also was dealing with a lot of after effects of concussions.
CTE.
And so
is that real?
Huh?
Is that real? Did the NFL come out and say they have CTE?
I think so.
I'm being facetious.
I think so. That Will Smith movie made him do it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
What was that movie? Concussion.
Concussion.
But you know,
Either way.
Either way, it's a sad situation. You know, especially for any person to be dealing with things and get to the point where they believe that is the right answer or their only option. If that's the case. Now, if it comes out of something else, but nonetheless, Rudy Johnson, we lost too soon. Former Bengal, gave us some good times to watch. And it's just thoughts and prayers go to his friends and family, that are close to him.
Yeah, yes, thoughts and family. You're right, right here from the get-go.
And if anybody is dealing with mental health issues, there is help out there. They do have a suicide line that you can call. They also have a website that you can go. We do highly encourage you, if you are dealing with stuff, to talk to somebody. That's the best way to handle it, instead of being like Matt and drowning yourself in a bottle of Jim Beam bourbon.
Oh,
but he finished the whole fucking thing. But no, absolutely. You need to talk to somebody.
Like, if any of our listeners are ever, dealing with any kind of mental health issues, or even have thoughts, unfortunately, of suicide or harming others, harming themselves, I think this is the national number, but I know at least in Ohio, but 988 is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. If that's not your number for the state or country or wherever that you live, please have that, just because you never know when yourself might be dealing with something that, you get to that point, or somebody so that you have it readily available to let them know or to guide them in the right direction.
But yeah, I mean, I loved watching Rudy play when he was there. He is the Bengals all-time leading rusher for the season. I think he had 1,458 yards or something close to that. He did hold a lot of Bengals records for rushing. Just overall, I think he did play on some playoff teams, so it was nice to watch him on some of them. Carson Palmer teams when they were pretty good. Um, he was a big physical back, which unfortunately, that's something we need right now.
Which,
So I wish we had somebody like a Rudy Johnson.
oh, I agree.
Well, as a Corey Dillon, he was a perfect complement back. I mean,
Yeah.
Corey Dillon won at contact. After contact, he was great. So Rudy, is a bigger plus. I mean, it made Carson's years, DJ, uh, and other receivers better. Let's be honest. I mean, he had 1,400 plus yards for 3 straight years.
Yeah.
So they're great for the Bengals. I mean, when you go into accountability for like running backs, they only last maybe 3 to 5 years at most back in the day. But now they want the big ass contract after 3 years, which I get. The running back life expectancy is not that long at all. So it's like,
No, I mean running backs they're a
uh,
dime a dozen, so they don't get treated like they used to. You don't see
so
them
yeah,
backs that are there for
so
five.
yeah,
They're there for 5 6 years and that's it.
they went straight from Corey Dillon straight to him, and he he produced, bro. He did his thing.
That he did.
Dude, it just sucks to see him at that young of age commit suicide.
Yep, it is definitely hard to have a Bengals legend like that watching. That's kind of when I really started getting into football big time. Cincinnati. That's when I started actually being able to afford to go to games without somebody buying me tickets and all that stuff. So
Well, that was around your age where, like, after high school, me and you got out and we started expanding in 2000s.
yep,
Bengals were good, man. Carson Palmer, let's go. Ocho Cinco, DJ Huzada, let's go.
yep. I mean, I
But
was always a Bengals fan. I always watched it with my dad when he was alive. When I lost my dad, we kind of stopped watching. So until like the 2000s, like you said. Joe, what you pondering? What you pondering? Oh, he must have finally found his penis. He
No,
found it off. He's got the milk carton. Bring it up.
I'm bringing it up. Hold on. No, sorry. I was looking at, so this popped up, this news article about so in Georgia, this Fayetteville school district apparently had a volleyball game, and I want to see more on it. I'm gonna show you the picture in a second, but I want to see more context. Like, I'm trying to look up what their mascot is or whatever, because there's got to be more to this. But this is how dumb. Oh god. So a section of students decided that they were going to. And before I say it, I'm gonna share the picture. They were gonna have a blackout game.
Oh my god. Yeah, what bunch of
Moment, he
dumbasses.
knew he fucked up, right? Like, I don't even understand. Like, so, like I said, I got to look up and see what. Like, there's got to be something to it, because I'll be shocked if like that whole section is nothing but racist kids. Like, I believe a whole section of stupid kids, but there's got to be something that's associated with it. Like, what's their mascot? What, you know what I mean?
yep.
But
I mean, we could speak of mascots, we could be like the LSU Tigers and cheer, suck that Tigers dick. That's their chant. So we could do that too.
eh,
We got a couple of LSU Tigers on our team,
Well, get out nowhere.
and we are Bengal Tigers. Just saying.
Oof.
You're right
Currently
there,
one's
Matt.
like Kurt only one's playing for us. The other one's on. This
But yeah, sorry, I was just like, you gotta be shitting me. Like, it's just proof. Now, do I think, now granted, I know nothing about these kids or anything like that, but I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. Like, do we think that entire section of students said, hey, I'm gonna be extremely racist?
I don't.
Maybe
I
they
mean,
didn't. I mean,
I can't.
it's just
I can't
stupid.
comment.
I mean,
It's just stupidity.
it's stupid.
To be honest with you.
But here's the other part that kills me is so apparently the NAACP has also gotten involved in this and everything else. It's like we're taking it to that level. So
If they want to, they can. I mean, they have the right.
I mean, technically, I have a right to go down to the courthouse and file a lawsuit against everyone as I go down the phone book. I
Fine.
have
Go
that
ahead,
right.
dude.
Doesn't mean I
But
should.
guess what? Welcome to America,
Do
dude.
it.
Right?
Do it.
You're right.
Do it.
You're right.
Do it.
But
Yeah.
Hold on. Who's right? Say, Daddy. Say,
Josh.
who's right?
Josh,
Josh.
I'm right again. That's what I'm talking about too
you're
tonight.
right because you stayed quiet. But
Oh man.
it's just,
I mean, here's the sad thing. This is gonna get out. The media is probably gonna cover the shit out of this, and it's gonna cause a firestorm, and it could basically ruin these kids' lives for a long time. Whether they make anything by it, whether they didn't, I mean, they might have to face some serious consequences.
well, and
Honestly, go ahead, Joe.
go ahead, Matt.
I'm done.
Go.
I'm just gonna say, like, the youthful group this day and age, dude, they have to realize if you want to protest strong. Be who you want to be. But just realize there's consequences. It's gonna happen to you. I'm sorry. It just is. The media is so bad this day and age, they will splooge on top of you. They don't give a shit. Because they want ratings over your fucking consequences. If that makes sense. Makes sense?
I mean, you're 100% right on that. I mean, look at all the people that lost their jobs over the Charlie Kirk thing. You know, there's absolutely have a freedom of speech, but there's consequence to your words and your actions too. So you can't come after and bitch when you get fired for saying insensitive things. And unfortunately, that is an insensitive subject in America, whether they
Well,
meant anything by it or not.
but I'll go back to something you just said like 30 seconds ago. That they potentially hurt their opportunity for the rest of their lives or later down. That's the problem. You're telling me that a 17-year-old kid that makes a stupid comment, and the reason I'm going to say it this way is because I know Josh is going to be like, well, what if they murder somebody? Okay, so they make a stupid comment or they wear a stupid shirt or, I don't know, they go to their classroom and say, you need to put a kitty litter box in the bathroom now because I identify as a cat. All these stupid things that they say because they're children. Okay. Now, again, yes, I said they're children, but again, not permanently harming someone, not permanently causing harm to someone. Like, other than being offended, that picture of those 4 stupid kids, and I'm saying stupid kids because that has got to be the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Why you would do that in 2025 makes you even dumber than fucking Rob Gray. But, like, the young lady at the end that's they all got the blonde wigs. She's got a dress on. She's covered all in black. you're telling me she, other than being offended, she didn't do anything unless it comes out she killed somebody, But as of right now, all she did was she wore something offensive that should not prevent her from getting a job 5 years from now or 10 years from now. I mean, hell, it didn't stop Biden from becoming president.
He became president? Does he remember that?
Just because he doesn't remember doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Sorry, that was my Jimmy Kimmel joke for
I
the night.
mean, well, I thought it was your own joke because I was going to be like, that time you and Brian went camping and he woke up and asked you if you remember it, and you said no. Well, it still happened.
I mean, he wanted it, so.
No. He said we're still best friends.
Yeah.
Still best friends. Use less teeth. But just because you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen, So, I mean,
I did ask him if he woke up with a condom in his ass, if he would tell anybody.
And then he said no, so you asked him to go camping.
Yep.
He had 2 condoms next.
That's so he could feel the first one.
It's like it's
But all right, my friends, we are going to call it a night there. Appreciate you joining us at Idiocracy Talk Radio. Again, as we say, first of all, if you would like to sponsor us, we are always welcome to looking at possible sponsors. The reason I say look at is because we do have to agree with your product, your ideology, and stuff like that before we can put our name on it.
No, we will.
Except for Josh, he will whore himself out for the lowest bid. With that being said,
no, I mean, as long as you don't say what we have to do, I mean, that's the only thing. Let us speak our mind.
Fayetteville,
We're
Georgia
here to have
district
fun.
just said, "Will you sponsor us on Black Night?"
On what?
On Blackout Night. No.
Josh, I think we have nothing to worry about. Let Joe speak his mind. It's not his baby situation. We're good.
Thanks, Matt. Anyway, if you're interested in joining the podcast, or if you have any ideas for topics, feel free to send an email to J.A. Brooksbank at beartracksmedia.com, or you can send it to sales@beartracksmedia.com. All different ones at beartracksmedia.com. With that being said, appreciate you. I'm Dr. B. This is we got Matt, and we got Cincy Sports. I can't finish spelling. Josh down.
Well, that's probably because it freaking wouldn't put everything in. It's not my fault. Cincy Sports let down. God damn it.
Let us down.
Let us down. So, till next time, folks.
There's going to be a next time?
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
Wait.
What's up, fools?
So what happened was